Hello, my name is Manuel Herranz. Thank you for the introduction. Our story at Pangeanic is somewhat similar to Tilde. Pangea MT, the solution, machine translation solution, is based on European research and is a proof that European research, academic research, can be transformed into commercial applications that are successful in the marketplace. In this case, machine translation. We took the Moses platform about 5 years ago, that version, and built around it a complete machine translation solution that is transportable and installable and it can be customized according to your needs. But why would you need machine translation? Well, since approximately 10 years ago, the amount of data that we handle has grown exponentially, to the point that I heard in a conference in June in London that if you were to record all the exabytes of data that are available in the world nowadays, and you ended up with a collection of DVDs like this, you could reach the moon. That is the amount of information that we already have. Not all this information is obviously text. Part of it is video, is audio, but most of it is monolingual. And that is where machine translation can make a difference. Tapping into new areas, understanding what other people are saying, apart from being an enabler for other types of technology. Where is this data stored? The majority of this data, I know I'm sidetracking here, the majority of this data, a third, is hosted in the United States. We Europeans come second if we disregard the rest of the world. But the rest of the world is growing at an amazing pace, and the rest of the world is producing a lot of data in several languages and formats. But interestingly, here I want to point out that the majority of data being produced comes from investment services and banking. So these are two industries that by definition will not share their data. The IMF will not share their translations on the rescue of Argentina some years ago. However, this is very good training material for machine translation. And I think we mentioned before that there is a lot of corporations there whose works are published, and you can download probably their PDFs, or you find their manuals in a box, in a DVD, or in a car. So they're not afraid of giving their data away, but they have a problem sharing it. That is the idea that gave birth to Pangea. So, machine translation can be used, in my mind, in three or four different ways. First one is for gisting, or for understanding what is being said. And we all know a few internet providers that can give you free online translation. You don't question the quality because it comes for free. So if you find yourself in need of translating something in Japanese and you don't know Japanese, and Google Translate or Bing do something for you, well, fine. You don't complain so much about the quality. Here, immediacy is the key, and coverage. Second type of application for machine translation would be publication. Here, humans are in control. They are writing, and they are customizing a system, and they're worried about the output format. Here, in this case, quality is more important, customization is more important. And finally, translation, immediate translation, sort of hybrid between translation and speech recognition, Bubblefish, Star Trek translator. Those would be the three main applications, industrial areas where Pangea is at work. Okay. I've recorded some videos. I don't know whether, yeah. So you can see Pangea at work from inside. This is the system that is installed either in corporations that cannot share their data or at LSPs even. And again, like Tilde's case, is tested by our own linguists, so nothing is released that hasn't been checked and tested by internal localizers. Here we have, has the video run? No. Okay. One of the main features that we're proud of at Pangea about the system is an automated data cleaning routine, which can be customized. The system will not accept the system will accept all data that you can add for training, but not all data that you can find is fit for machine translation learning. So Pangea can detect unfit segments that are not good enough, they're not good or do not pass the quality threshold or some parameters for training. These segments can be then humanly approved or disapproved and extracted as you have seen here. Once data has been cleaned, okay, let me check. Once the data has been cleaned, and you have built your domain-specific corpus, you can use this corpus for automated engine creation. Most specialists, and there are a few here in the room, will know that the best results are achieved when you manually handcraft an engine, and you provide the ways and the parameters, the best parameters for a particular engine. However, once the routines are in place and you are sure that you're going to translate basically the same material all the time, Volkswagen will not translate how to bake a cake, I guess. It will talk about cars most of the time. The parameters are set and you can retrain automatically the engine and make it grow and grow and translate better. Training can be automated, scheduled at certain times, but that is not difficult to do. It can be programmed to retrain at certain intervals, a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whenever some data is put back in the system, when we get post-edited material. And to finalize, 2 minutes now? Okay. Here are some examples of practical applications of Pangea in industry, directly or indirectly by licensees of ours, companies and institutions that are already benefiting from the solution. And to wrap up, in the 1 minute I have left, Pangea is a solution that can be self-hosted. It has been thought and programmed so that it can be installed at the client end and lowers the access to machine translation application so that even people that do not have a technical background in computing, i.e. linguists, can master and can become administrators of the solution and apply and think out improvements, rules, and cleaning routines. Okay? So, there are no questions, I know. Next speaker. My pleasure. Thank you.